Hey everybody, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Crusader Kings II in our Lord of the Scots series. I want to thank everyone for following along so far. I've really been enjoying the comment interaction that I've had. I mentioned this in a previous video, but one of the biggest surprises is how much I'm enjoying having mistakes pointed out to me. It's not that I don't normally enjoy it, but it was something that I was trying to do differently with this series, and it's worked out really, really well. And one of the reasons why is it's just helped me observe a couple of things, and I can build a few things into the campaign that I wouldn't have otherwise. For instance, I have been worrying needlessly for the past episode or 2 or 3 over my kingdom splitting when I am dead. And I've been doing all these things. I killed my grandson, I made my son hate me, and all these things, and now Sinyad is the ill ruler of Pictland because he killed his grandson. And the realm's not going to split. It's not going to happen. I'm going to maintain control of all this. I just won't have direct control over these new territories anymore. I will still, however, be king. I was thinking in terms of an Irish start where you don't start as the king, and so as you're building up territory, if you have a realm split, it is a true realm split. But in this case, I don't have to worry about that. I am the king of Pictland. So I will lose some territories from my domain, but it will not actually split the realm of Pictland to where I have to conquer anything again. It'll all still be under my command, and the people running the new territories will be of my dynasty. They'll be loyal to me, at least by that connection. Speaking of my domain, I have room for one more title, and I'm going to take it right now. This is another thing I can do by suggestion. So we need to move towards feudalism as rapidly as possible. And this county here, Lute, which we've taken control of, is actually feudal already. So if I revoke the title of this traitorous earl, it'll make him hate me, but no one else will care. That'll put my domain up to 9. Looks like we've got the wrong type of holding in the domain. Why? I guess because I'm tribal, it doesn't quite know what to do with that. Interesting. So that's going to affect things slightly, but I'll play more with that. I'll be completely honest. I don't quite know how that works in this particular context. Usually when you see that warning pop up, it's when you have taken control of a province and you become personally, or not a province, but a county, and you become personally responsible for bishopric, but your character is not a religious character. You have to start a new, you have to create a bishop vassal to take that particular bishopric. But this is a new instance. But anyway, having this tribal holding will definitely help us move towards feudalism faster, and I'll show you why. If we were to make Lute our capital, which I'm not going to do now, but I'm definitely going to keep it in the cards. Adopting feudalism means that we need to have a castle in our capital. And then we need to have absolute tribal organization. Now, we're not going to have absolute tribal organization for 3 more generations of kings. So it's still going to be a bit. But if we, at that point, if we then move our capital to Lute, or however it's pronounced, then we will actually be able to start feudalism that much sooner, which will help us change our succession law and just have a lot more control over everything. So let's unpause things and keep things going for a bit. So we've done that revocation. The only person that's mad at me is the guy whose title I took. I am within my domain limit, so I am safely able to rule over 9 territories. I have 1 duchy, the High Kingdom of Alban, and then I have these 9 counties under my sway. I was seeing if I could click through all of them, but it does this. Yeah, I can kind of click through all of them. It's obnoxious, though. Okay, so we got the wrong type of holding in domain thing up. And I just don't think there's a way to resolve that. Yeah. Just because I'm not... That's probably going to be there until I become feudal. Just because of that. So, we're just going to deal with that. Let's speed things up a bit, shall we? So our current heir is 65. I don't think the rise of the Vikings has really happened yet, so we don't have any raiding happening. My liege, the people of Constantinople have progressed beyond our own technological level. I have managed to study their advancements, and the documents enclosed here should help us reach their level. I hope you will find this to your satisfaction. How's our technology looking? We did military... Well, did we do military organization? I think I did do that at one point, because that seems higher than the rest of the technologies. No, I'm not going to do anything there for a bit. Let's speed things up a little bit more. You've arrived at the private rooms of Prince Erguist. Oh yeah, that's right. We're best buddies. There's plenty of food and drink here, and the mood is decidedly merry. You are looking forward to this. So we're still best friends, despite the fact that we're becoming old men together. Hey, we're going to play games again. You suggested to Prince Erguist that you bring out the board and pieces to play and see who's the better strategist. He accepted. This is weird grammar. Insisting... Oh, this should be a capital H. He accepted, insisting that you play for honor. You played for hours, the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as you tried to attack your opponent's positions without opening your defense too much. Eventually, however, you made a fatal mistake that your opponent exploited and you lost the game. I'll get you next time. We're playing a war game as opposed to actually fighting against one another, which is adorable. The reveling and carousing is over for now. Sad day. So... Hey! We've seen the white stag. Go after it. Viridok has developed a habit for wild parties. This is... Who is this? Yeah, this is my son. I have 2 daughters and a younger son. I don't want him to be arbitrary. Actually, isn't he already arbitrary? He's already arbitrary. So there's a 40% chance he'll gain the chaste trait, which the church will like, or he might gain the charitable trait, or lustful. We'll just do that. Okay, good. He got charitable. I don't care as much about making this a terrible character anymore. He's already arbitrary. But again, I'm not as concerned about the realm split, so that's something that I will be paying less attention to. So evidently in the series so far, I've missed a few diplomatic offers from West Francia, which I just literally did not see them. Maybe I was paying attention to something else and they disappeared. I know when things pop up here, I'm not the best at responding to them in general. I'm used to them being like marriage offers or something like that, so I tend to ignore them, which is a bad habit. I'll try and break it. Fruitlessly scouring the countryside, you come upon a small cottage in the wilds. As you knock, an old crone opens. When she sees you and your hunting party, she cackles eerily and says that she has a powerful potion that will make you a stronger hunter, sure to catch any prey. Why not? Sell it to me. You drink the potion down. Soon you start to feel all queasy, and then you pass out. As you awake, you have a strong headache and no desire to continue your hunting expedition. The old crone has disappeared, and your guards don't seem to know how or where to. I don't feel well. All right. I won't give up. All right, we're having another feast, apparently. We have 2 carousing modifiers on our side. Oh, we're playing games again. This is weird. I feel like this is a glitch. We're having the same... Yeah, we lost again. Okay, whatever. All right. Reveling and carousing is over. Okay, we lost the stress trait. At least, or no, we didn't. It's still there. Weird. It said we would lose it, but yet we didn't. Telurg Map Uthial claims he would be a better marshal. Yes, he would. He is now my new marshal. And I'm going to give a commander post to the old marshal, who doesn't even hate us that much. Alright, so since we gave a position to this guy, he only likes us by 10 points more. What a jerk. Really? Gisela is pregnant again. It's dumb. I mean, who is this fertile at 60... How old is he? 67. good lord, my daughter Sarah has a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. I fear she will get hurt someday. Do we want her to be kind? Sure. That's an advantageous... I mean, it's good to have a virtuous character when you're thinking about who to marry your daughters off to in this game. So the more virtues, the more valuable they are as an asset for alliances, etc. It's just amazingly chauvinistic. Alright, let's pause for a second, and there it is, hold a summer fair. I'm going to try and do things to give us a little bit more narrative while we're waiting for... We're basically waiting for Signon to die at this point, because he's going to die any moment. And then pretty soon we should be able to launch another war as well. We don't have any truces or anything right now, so I can definitely have another war against Northumbria soon. So I probably need to do that. The jester who performed during the summer fair ran around in his silly hat with bells, and before I knew it, he hit me with his bauble. Everyone laughed at this and his jokes, or rather his insults. I'll gain some prestige. Alright. So I don't have a truce with anybody. This is awesome. How much longer is the expelled the Jews modifier in place? I should have a timer on it, but it doesn't. Weird. Okay, so we need to attack Carrick. Let's have a quick look at the manpower of Northumbria. We are easily stronger than Northumbria, so we're going to go ahead and... Oh, wait. That's right. I've got to declare war on the king. So we're going to claim Carrick. New important decisions are available. We could raise a tribal army. We'd lose 500 prestige, but we would definitely have enough men to win this. We'll raise them if we have to, but I doubt it's necessary. I have a lot of men. I don't think I'll even need to call my vassal into this war. Alright, so we're going to march all of my men here so that they can gather, and then we're going to march them down to this new territory. I had invited a monkey trainer to the summer fair, and the performance went well until one of the monkeys refused to ride on top of a pig. Now I've just got the baby monkey video stuck in my head. The trainer beat the monkey with a stick, which led the other monkeys to attack the trainer, biting him and hitting him with his own stick. Here's your money. I don't ever want to see you here again. Okay, so the child was a daughter, which is good news. So we have 3 daughters now. 3 young ladies. Okay, good. Another chance of getting some technology points because we're studying in Constantinople, which is awesome. Alright, the summer fair is over. Should be over anyway because, you know, we're at war. Okay, and we are now all in one army and ready to go kill things. So let's do that. Looks like our... Ah, sat on my horse. Excellent. We're going to go look for the White Stag while we're at war with Carrick. Okay, interesting. They are sending an army into my territory right here. Let's go ahead and wipe out this army. We're at a river crossing. I kind of saw that coming. So we did lose some men there because we had a... Whoa, 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 what's happening here? What? How? See, ever since the Conclave patch, I've noticed the combat is a little bit different in Crusader Kings II, and this is something I would definitely appreciate an explanation to. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to raise that tribal army, and we're going to send them after that nonsense that just beat us, because we somehow lost that freaking battle. It's freaking stupid. Alright, so let's gain the humble trait at least. Alright, so we've got our tribal army, and it's on the way to fight the army of Northumbria. And it's going to win, because it's much stronger. I do not understand how we lost that. It's freaking dumb. I'm very accustomed to, and I guess maybe I should just adjust. If someone can explain how I lost that battle, I'd be happy to hear it. I know we had quite a large penalty working against us, but was it really that bad when you consider how badly we outnumbered them? Yeah, it just, I don't know. Something doesn't seem right about that. Alright, so we're going to merge the army. We're going to split it in half and send them to attack these guys. Which should tilt the war score back in our direction. It's at negative 25%. It's actually, we're losing the war right now. Now it's up to 20%. Whoa, open council position. We have room for a new steward, so we're going to give it to our guy with the most stewardship. Clearly. And he's going to build our legend the same way the old one was doing. We have a special minor title. Ugh. It's the disadvantage of being a smaller area like this, a more remote kingdom, is the characters we have to choose from are just not great. You should invest in a technological advancement. But which one? Legalism. Yeah, let me go ahead and do legalism. Speaking of that, I can go ahead and increase my domain size in perfect time for what I'm about to do. This will increase my vassal limit as well. Alright, so war score is still at 25%. We're going to start conquering some other territories here. There it is. So our domain size will go up to, it's already at 10 as a matter of fact, so we'll have room to conquer this new province and it won't affect us adversely. Meanwhile, we're going to kill this army and we're going to enjoy it. Once again, we have the river crossing penalty. It's not going to affect us as badly. Oh, I guess we need to go here and retake this city. This was partially conquered. Alright, so this army needs to go here. Once again, across the river crossing, because I never learned my lesson. That's a much bigger army. They'll win. Earl Leofwine of Northumbria was captured in battle. So the Earl of Durham. He's now my prisoner. Perfect. Alright, so we're just going to conquer some additional territory here. Oh wait, no. No, we're not, because war score's at 100%. Enforce demands. Done. Excellent. Alright, so let's go ahead and disband this unit. So, Pictland has grown a good bit under my watch. Let's have a look at our de jure territory. Where are you again? I don't know why I've suddenly lost. There it is. Okay. All right, so these three counties are left, as well as the Isle of Man, as far as de jure Pictland. We have a right to attack those counties because they are supposed to be part of Pictland. And that also happens to chip away a little bit more at Northumbria's territory, which is good because we don't want them to get any stronger than they already are. They're the most powerful faction in the area, really, Mercia being the second strongest. So we'll probably have the most trouble with them, I imagine. But for now, we're just going to chill out and let our vassals relax a little bit, because they're currently mad at I had their levies raised for so long. And some of them are probably mad I got their levies' asses kicked in that one battle that I don't understand how I lost. Oh, we need to do something here. Let's go ahead and train troops in our capital. And what can I do with you? Can I go ahead and fabricate a claim on some more territory? I have... Well, I don't have any more domain, unfortunately. Let's take a look at our laws. There we go. It's clicking all over the place. Alright, so I can change... It's going to be another 10 years before my character can change laws again. Centralization came in perfect time, all things considered. So now, this king is not likely to take any more territory while he's alive, because we have a truce, until the 5th of August, 801. So we have a 10-year truce, first of all. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's hold a feast with all my vassals. Get some entertainment for the feast. Very good. We'll spend lavishly on food. What was that? At the age of 54, Uthoil Uib died in the dungeons of King Signod of Pictland. Who were you? He was of my dynasty. His grandparent. Interesting. I don't know how I'm related to this guy. He's supposed to be of my dynasty, but oh well. So I think, all things considered, the series is off to a pretty good start. I had a comment earlier today that was very interesting, and I also think true. This was from someone who initially commented on Reddit when I posted about the series, and was like, "Oh boy, you're gonna have some trouble with, that Duke." And I was like, well, I had already recorded the episode where I became best friends with this Duke, and he said, as is true, he's never seen, not the Duke, the commenter said, he's never seen a Pictland start go that way. That's supposed to be what makes one of the things that makes this start so challenging, is you have this Duke that owns so much of your territory at the beginning. The thing now is that my dynasty is going to control all this territory, which is of comparable size to this duchy up here. I thought the food was superb, the wine mediocre, and the dancers beautiful. Some of the more inebriated guests joined the dancers in a quadrille. I'll join them too. Gain 15 prestige. I may be the ill ruler, but I'm a damn fun ill ruler. I had great fun, and so did everyone else. Gain 10 more prestige. Alright. But yes, now that we've conquered so much territory, if we had to go to war with these guys for any reason, if they ever started a faction again, like they briefly tried to in the beginning of the series, then I could hold my own, because I was able to kind of keep him off of me for a while with that friendship while I was conquering other territory. I tell you what, I want to go ahead and fabricate a claim. Someone's trying to usurp my title. His Chancellor Thurfrith Idwulfing is supposedly traveling around Lut trying to find both documents and supporters to help him legitimize a claim on the title. I need to do something about it. Okay, so we could make him disappear. Let's see what happens here. We have a 50-50 chance of winning. Or we could try to bribe him. No, I don't want to lose that much gold. Let's see how that resolves itself before I cut this episode. The assassin succeeded. The troublesome chancellor who was roaming around the county trying to fabricate a claim on my title is no more, and there is no trace leading back to me. That's a nice triumphant note to end the episode on. I'll go ahead and cut this one here, and we will continue in the next episode of Lord of the Scots. Well, not really doing anything with this king, but basically preparing for the transition. Again, we're not going to have the realm split like I was worried about. So really we just get to sit back and see which of my sons is going to get which titles. And then after that, we can start thinking more seriously, after the power transition, we can start thinking more seriously about attacking York again. Because as soon as we die, of course, this truce will go out of effect. So we can jump right back into the wars, assuming the character that that assumes the throne has the necessary domain for it. He might have to raise tribal law first. He might have to do more centralization like I did to get that extra domain for this territory. So we'll see how that works. But that's the plan. We're just going to keep expanding. Again, my goal with this series is for all of this to be blue. And then I will consider the series complete once we've established the Empire of Britannia, or possibly a new empire in the place of the Empire of Britannia. I also need to convert to Scottish culture at some point yet, but that hasn't started yet. It'll happen soon. I actually don't know how that works, and this is one thing, I guess you guys can tell me about it if you want to, but I kind of want to be surprised. I won't hate you if you tell me, but it's one thing I'd like to discover more organically, because I've never seen it happen. I think it'll be cool. So we need to become Scottish, and we need to conquer all the British Isles. for this series. So we're off to a pretty good start. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in the Lord of the Scots every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.